Hello everybody, I am Jandy the Artsy Rose, and welcome back to Solomon's Main Story. Last we left off, our group was helping out the fainted citizens of Quadlings, and we are investigating the matter of the stolen gem. On to Chapter 10, Person to Protect. Once inside Quadling's castle, we kept on walking down a long corridor. I remembered this hallway. If you kept on going straight, it should end up in my room. That's right, Rhoda, Solomon said to me, as if picking up how I felt from my expression. This is the corridor we walked down together that night. Oh! I let out a cry when I remembered something. Solomon nodded when he saw me. It seems we're here. Solomon stopped and pointed to a corner of the corridor. It was that sturdy closed door. You must never, ever go through that door. Come with me. Do you understand? Never. Solomon looked completely different from usual back then. He was so nervous. And then it hit me. I looked up. That is correct. Solomon said to me, just like that night, he looked terribly lacking in composure. I knew it! The gem's behind this door! Solomon nodded and turned to everyone else. As Rhoda said, the gem was kept behind this door. Indeed, this is where it was. Past tense, huh? So it was taken after all. Though I am back in the Quadlings, my magic and energy are slow to return. That proves more than anything that the gem is no longer here. Are you all right, Lord Solomon? If you stepped inside in your condition, then you might. The Scarecrow's right. You might just end up fighting with Norton, you know. The reality of the situation came down hard on me. If Norton had really taken the gem, then he was clearly our enemy. Sorry for worrying you cruelly. And you too, Wesley. I ain't worried. Though Wesley spat some acid, Solomon kept on smiling a little. Though it may be slow, some of my power has returned since coming to the city. The gem may still be nearby. Well, that's good to know. But I'm concerned about Norton. Would he really go this far? Even if worse comes to worse, I can still fight. If I have quite a few reliable allies with me as well. And I have quite a few reliable allies with me as well. Solomon looked at everyone, smiled at everyone. It looked like that smile took a great amount of effort. Exactly, we're with you, so you don't need to worry. Putting on a show of strength in his tone, Oz puffed out his chest. Now let's get going, to where you once kept that gem. We'll take a hidden path past this door. The long staircase goes all the way down to the basement, and the gem is held in its deepest room. Solomon explained as he unlocked the heavy locks on the door. It's pitch black past the door. We'll be needing some light. Then I'll use my magic too. Don't bother. Wesley stopped Solomon and took a step forward. Don't waste what little energy you have. Don't waste what little magic you have. Wesley snapped his fingers. A few small flames appeared and lazily floated around us. I'm still wondering, how does Wesley bathe if he's weak to water? Am I the only one wondering that? This should be all the light we need. Thanks, Wesley. More importantly, this is one cramped staircase. Wesley said as he peeked through the door. We can't go down it unless we all get into a line. His eyes met mine. A line? What should our formation be then? Solomon is weakened, so someone's got to be at his side. And I really hoped that person would be me. I'll hold Solomon as we go. We can't let Solomon walk by himself. Rhoda, Before Solomon could finish, Wesley stopped him with his hand. Nice guts and selflessness, but that's not going to go well. Well, why? Wesley's right. Solomon's weak right now, but that's true. Solomon's weak right now. That's true. Not someone you want to leave alone. So, that's why The same goes for you, Rhoda. If something happens behind the door, Solomon can't protect you in this state. And you can't protect Solomon either. You'll both get laid out. Wesley's right. I hadn't thought it through. It's great to be courageous, but not quite to be reckless. Oz said to me gently, "Thank you, Rhoda, but for now, you should follow those two." Solomon, remember, pulling back when you need to pulling back when you need to is courage as well. Okay, I'm processing it right. I thought, you know how sometimes the script will have grammar errors? I thought I was encountering one, because my brain wasn't processing it right. Pulling back when you need to is courage. All right, I'm sorry, Oz. I'm sorry, Wesley. Just glad you get it. Wesley patted my head. And, well, I should have expected that. I'll take the front. Solomon will be behind me, and the Three Stooges behind them. Wesley and Rhoda, you're taking the back. That all right? Oz said, putting himself halfway into the door. No one objected. Huh? Right then, I noticed for the first time, Oz was holding a pocket big enough to cradle, as if it were rather important. Wait, how long has he been holding that? Oz, what's that pocket? What's that package? Sorry. This? Magic trick tools, since I'm a magician. Oz looked at me with a knowing smile. I wonder what's inside. I'm so curious, let me ask him. Hey Oz, what's in that package? You want to know? Sorry, but I can't tell you now. Oz said as if he held it back up. A magician can't reveal his secrets. His tone was joking, but he wasn't going to show me what was in the package. I guess I won't get anything out of asking him. I decided to give up on any more questions. Well, let's get exploring the basement. Sounding like he was cheerful on purpose, Oz called out to us. The traps inside are set up to not activate if I'm with you. However, make sure to watch your feet. Nodding at Solomon's caution, we stepped onto the long staircase that led to the basement. This is the basement? Look at this place! You call this a basement? This is some basement. Great Lord. After going down the cramped staircase, we ended up in a wide area underground. To think that a room this large would be under the castle. The silent basement room had something of a stern atmosphere to it. Looks like we don't need lights anymore. Wesley snapped his fingers, making the floating flames around us slip off into the nothingness. I don't know where it was coming from, but the basement room was covered by a dim light. I can't call it bright, but we should be able to walk. No, the gym should be in eternal slumber in the corner of this room, but where's the gym? It's the room in the back there. It's the room in the back. It's in the room back there. Did I say that right? It's the room in the back there. Solomon pointed deeper into the basement room. In the dull darkness, I could see a large door there. I wonder who exactly constructed the castle. I don't remember. I'm sure it was brought up, but it wouldn't be bad to actually look through the videos. I need to look through my videos anyway. All right, let's head over there. Finally, I actually got... With that, Oz called out to Wesley. Hey, wizard, be careful. There's a huge pool in front of the door. I looked at the floor in front of us to see a stone pool, just as Oz said. A pool? You gotta be kidding me! You swim down here or something? Sorry, holy water flows up from below this castle. What a pain. Though he complained, Wesley continued behind Oz. As the three guys and I helped Solomon along, we went behind the two. The door not locked? Oz asked Solomon as he checked the door.
No. It should have a very sturdy lock on it. If it's not locked, that's proof that there's someone inside.
Someone is inside?
You!
Oz stepped into the room first and cried toward the center of the room. Norton! Norton! It was you after all?
So you are here, Lord Solomon, as is Rhoda.
Norton slowly walked towards us from the back of the room. His voice was silken in sadness.
I know what you are after. This, correct?
Something glowed in Norton's hands. Is that the gem?
You really going to give away your trump card like that?
Wesley stepped forward and snapped his fingers. I don't think that's a good idea. A thin spiral of light stretched directly toward the gem in Norton's hands.
That will not work, Wesley.
Right when the spiral of light touched the gem, it vanished, as if suddenly losing its power.
I have frozen the gem in holy water. You cannot stand against its power. Plain dirty? Plain dirty. I prefer cautious.
Norton held up his other arm up high, as if there was a veritable waterfall came down from above.
What's going on? A flood? Save the wizard!
The sudden waterfall from nowhere formed a thick curtain between Norton and us.
As long as this gem is in my hand, Lord Solomon's power is greatly reduced. Which means that the one who poses the most of a threat to me is you, the Wizard of the West, Wesley. Well, I guess we have to depend on Wesley to save the day, sort of. And now your magic is sealed.
Norton! Is that how much you want to... I felt a chill run down my spine at how carefully Norton had prepared. With this much water in front of him, Wesley can't use his powers. Even worse, one wrong move and the Wizard of the West may perish. And Solomon's weakness.
Hey, Stooges, what do I do? We got only one choice. Brute force.
With a howl, Leonardo charged for the waterfall.
Hey! If we all hit him at once, even Lord Norton will...
Hardman and Crowley barreled after Leonardo.
Hey, don't leave me behind!
Oz cast aside the package he'd been holding and leaped into the waterfall after the three.
Wait, everyone! You mustn't rush into this! Lord Solomon is right.
Norton waved his hand to the floor, about to pass through the waterfall. What? There was a trap. An endless number of vines broke through the floor and lunged at them, immobilizing them within the waterfall.
I can't move! Cut the vines! I am, but there is no end to them! Blast! We're getting wrecked right out the gate!
Wesley let out a pained click at the tongue and glared at not Leonardo, and glared at Norton on the other side of the waterfall.
Who do you dealing with?
When Wesley stepped out, his expression that of a man ready to face his own death, Solomon put a hand on his shoulder.
Solomon? Wasting one's life is not bravery, don't you think?
Solomon's words had a sternness to them that made them hard to contest. Overwhelmed, Wesley fell silent, and Solomon stepped into the waterfall.
Solomon! What is he up to?
My body was moving before my mind. I lunged into the waterfall after Solomon.
You two are drenched. You'll catch cold.
Norton spoke quietly to Solomon and me when we had gotten through the waterfall curtain. His tone was brimming with confidence. Silently, Solomon took a step toward Norton.
Lord Solomon, please, do not come any closer. I am serious. As I am, as am I, Norton. I'd like to take a serious wager for this world. On her.
But their tones were calm. Not what you would expect from two enemies.
Rhoda is a good girl. I think she's a wonderful woman. However, Rhoda is weak. She is far too weak and cannot be trusted with the fate of this world. I disagree. You should know too. Just how strong and just how kind this woman is. One who has been with me as long as you should know that all too well.
Solomon.
Kindness and strength are essential elements of this world's rebirth, yet those alone are not enough. one who births the future needs. On occasion, coldness, a demon's coldness.
Norton had his eyes squared on me. Norton had his eyes squarely on me. His eyes were not different from the Norton I knew well. They were those eyes, filled with wisdom and quietness, that looked like they could see all the way to the core of my heart.
There could be no creation without destruction. Birth and life, birth and death lie on different sides of the same coin. I cannot leave this world I love to Rhoda. If you insist that you will leave everything to Rhoda, then I will steal her with everything I have.
Norton faced his palm towards us, and a bolt of lightning scorched in our direction. Ah! Solomon in front of me reflected the lightning with a barrier of light.
I won't let you, Norton.
But rendering Solomon's words meaninglessly, the light barrier quickly quivered and disappeared. The shock made Solomon crumble down.
Enough. You do not have the power to stand against me now.
Solomon slowly stood up and spoke to Norton.
Actually, it is you that I fear for. Freezing the gym, calling down a flood curtain, magic vines, and that lightning bolt. Are you not using too much magic? If you keep that up, your body will not. Worry not for me! Oh, he's killing himself just for this? That makes sense. Everything he just said. Talking about life and death, birth and death. He's thrown his life away because he doesn't. He's thrown his life away over one disagreement over a person he doesn't find qualified to save his own planet.
Norton's shout cut Solomon short.
Even if my body fails, even if I give up my own life, there is something I must protect.
Solomon smiled, his face saddened. Are you not the same, Lord Solomon? Norton's eyes turned to me. Norton and Solomon stared at each other in silence. It was conversation without words. Eventually, it was Solomon who spoke first.
It seems you cannot be convinced. Likewise, unfortunately.
In which case, the expression in Solomon's eyes changed.
I've gathered my resolve. You are my enemy. You are just deciding that now? Rhoda, out of the way!
Solomon pushed me out of the way, and Norton's arms flew into the air. Another lightning bolt came in, and Solomon deflected it right of contact. That attack started the magic battle between the two. Lightning, crashes, flashes, explosions. Their fight looked to be on even footing, but that did not last long. Solomon let out a pained cry. The back and forth immediately started leaning in Norton's favor. Solomon doesn't have enough magic power to fight without his gem. At this rate, it would just be a matter of time. Norton must have picked up on Solomon's exhaustion. He seemed to be preparing a powerful magic attack. If this keeps up, Solomon will... Solomon! I didn't have any time to think. My body was already moving. Rhoda! I stood in front of Solomon to protect him and threw my arms open.
What are you thinking?
Norton's voice pierced into my ears. It was cold. It was a cold, emotionless sound. I won't let you hurt him anymore!
And what do you think you can do, holding your hands out like that? Get out of the way, Rhoda. Norton is serious.
I'm serious too!
You are? Serious?
Norton quietly whispered. The quietness was terrifying.
Then I too will seriously steal you from Lord Solomon.
Right as he said that, Norton swung up his arm around me. Swung up his arm toward me.
That's strange to hear a cowbell in the middle of a very serious moment.
A rope of light shot out of Norton's palm. The rope of light bound me in a flash and tugged me right up to Norton. Rhoda! Solomon shot out a bolt of lightning in an attempt to save me, but it fizzled before it reached Norton. I could see Solomon fall to one knee, powerless.
It seems it was you, not I, who was pushing himself.
Solomon!
I shall hold on to Rhoda until the time comes.
Oh no, this is the end of everything. And right when I was about to close my eyes in despair... Wait, Norton! Guys! The four shadows lay before the waterfall curtain. Crowley, Hartman, Leonardo, and Oz. They were all drenched.
Don't think we'd be in those vines forever. Took us a while to get out, though.
It seems my attention was a bit too taken with Rhoda and Lord Solomon. Norton's voice was impossibly calm.
However, this is permissible. You may be here now, but this is little you can do against me. As long as you cannot use magic.
When Norton said that, there was a flash of light before my eyes. The light sliced off my bindings and disappeared into the air.
That cannot be. Oh, it can be, and I ain't no ghost either.
Wesley!
Why? There's no way you could pass through the water barrier. Yeah, normally.
Wesley! What are you wearing? Wesley cast off his raincoat.
For Pete's sake! He came prepared!
He wore his thick boots at his feet and even had an umbrella.
It was pretty basic, but it worked, Oz. Oh, you noticed my magic trick tools? My magic trick stuff? Magic trick?
Oh!
Oh, brother.
I remembered how Oz tossed away the package he was holding when he moved to leap into the curtain of water.
I figured Norton would try to lock down Wesley, so I prepared a counter beforehand. A full set of rain gear. Don't act so smug, stupid. Oh, stop! You owe your lives to him, dummy!
Wesley barked at Oz.
You didn't tell me everything, so it took a while to notice the package! Making the secret of your tricks something your enemies and allies don't know is what a true magician's all about.
After a grand click of the tongue, Wesley moved over to me.
Anyway, kept you waiting. If you've got any complaints, bark at that fake magician.
Wesley, thank you.
Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not doing this for you. This is for my pride.
Throwing away his umbrella, Wesley pointed his finger at Norton.
I won't hold back. Act as you wish.
Norton thrust out his hand with the gem toward us.
The gem is still frozen. Your magic cannot. So I just need to not aim there.
Wesley loudly snapped his fingers. The blade of light that had cut through my bindings lunged at Norton's feet. Taken by surprise, Norton only barely dodged it. And the gem? And once he was off balance, the frozen gem rolled out of his hand. Get it! Get it! Get it! Solomon's face instantly went pale. Oh no! If that gem's the source of his power, of his life and magic, then if it breaks, Solomon's going to... The gem slowly fell a few meters ahead of me. Oh no! I threw myself over to it. I leaped with all my strength toward the gem, desperately reaching my back and waist forward. When I felt my hand, stretching out as far as it could, touch something, I fervently grasped at it. Rhoda! I touched the gem. I caught the gem firmly in my right hand. Then as I rolled across the floor, Leonardo caught me. All right, now it's catch, Rhoda. Thanks, Leonardo. The gem's fine and... Ah! What? What happened?
What the flip happened? What the flip happened?
Right there in my hand, the ice covering the gem melted away. Before long, the coat of ice had completely melted, and the gem started to emit a warm light. Rhoda, hurry that to Solomon! Right! Yeah! Solomon, take this!
Rhoda, thank you.
When Solomon took the gem into his hand, Life returned to his face. It's warm, as if your affection and kindness are filling my body with power. Then, Solomon powerfully stood up. Norton began attacking again, yet neither his lightning bolts, blades of light, nor his whirlwinds reached Solomon now. Wow! So this is Solomon's true power. Solomon nullified every attack coming at him with a mere flick of his finger.
Solomon's always playing the fool, too.
Wesley said with a strange smile.
Why you?
Oh, shut up, Norton, please. Norton desperately fired on and on, but he was clearly getting tired.
Enough, Norton! Yeah! What I said!
Solomon's shout filled the entire basement room. As if he was struck by lightning, Norton froze up.
You already know, do you not, that you cannot afford to use any more magic? Your pity is wasted on me, Lord Solomon. Can I slap him in the face, please?
Now on one knee, Norton growled at Solomon, his eyes glistering.
Did you not say so to me, that I am your enemy?
Indeed. I tried to think of you as my enemy, yet I cannot bring myself to. Solomon walked slowly toward Norton.
Lord Solomon! You mustn't go near him!
Keep quiet and watch, Leonardo. Norton and Solomon stared at each other, close as they could get. This was the first time they had gotten so close since the incident in the greenhouse.
To me, Norton, you are no enemy. You are my friend. Come what may. And you still think that I'm your friend, even a little bit? Could you believe in me? No, could you believe in Rhoda, as I believe in her?
Solomon. Solomon put his hand on my shoulder. I could feel his affection pouring to me. Right now, the person who is to speak is me. I dragged my pained body forward to stand in front of Norton. He glared at me, but for some reason, even looking into my eyes, I don't feel scared. Norton, you're right. I'm just a cowardly human. I don't really think that I have the right to hold the key to this world's rebirth. Norton kept quiet and listened to what I was saying, but I will promise you one thing. I took another step toward Norton. What I should do, what should I do, what can I do, and what do I want to do? I'll decide it all myself. I'll think for myself and find the answer. I stole a glance at Solomon. I knew he nodded slightly. I'll follow my heart. I won't lie to myself, and I'll find the answer that only I can. I will simply believe in that answer, no matter what it may be. Solomon said that to Norton, then turned his face to me. He wore an expression far warmer than anyone's I had ever seen. I could not help myself smiling. I could not help myself smiling. I could not help smiling myself.
Yet,
As he tried to say something, Norton's body shook. He desperately stumped down. Good grief. He desperately stomped down on the ground to prevent himself from collapsing. Norton! With the last of his strength, Norton rose his arms up high. A blinding flash and a deafening roar rocked through the entire room. I had to close my eyes. When I slowly opened my eyes, Norton was already gone. Norton, you're putting yourself through this much. Suddenly the firmness of Solomon's arm around my shoulder disappeared. Solomon! As Solomon started to collapse, Wesley ran up and caught him.
Guy's out cold. To think Lord Solomon would faint. All that adrenaline must have run out. Now that was one serious foul.
I clung to Solomon. He was unmoving, as if he had died. I'll find my answer no matter what. The answer only I can obtain.
What Solomon thinks of her. Now this is something I want to hear. There are many women as strong as her. She's just stubborn. Once she's made up her mind, she doesn't listen to people.
That just means she That just means she has that strong a sense of self. It's quite difficult to carry out your beliefs like that. And that isn't all there is to her. The gentleness of her heart. You've felt it many times, haven't you, Great Oz? She's just easy to manipulate. The way she gets concerned right away is one of her weaknesses. Well, that means she's genuine.
More like a doormat.
As Oz shrugged his shoulders, Solomon chuckled. Aren't you putting up a bit of a front, Great Oz?
I know that you're really always worried about her. Adults have to worry about kids. And besides, I'm the only one in this world with his head on his shoulders. And Solomon, you're praising Rhoda far too much.
Who wouldn't want to speak about the woman they love? I could talk about Rhoda all night. As Solomon said that with a radiant smile, Oz stood up in exasperation.
Then go talk with those flowers or something.
I think I will. Shortly after Solomon spoke of his love for Rhoda in the greenhouse, the flowers there bloomed even more beautifully. It's a suitable base. Well, that's all for now. I am Jandy the Artsy Rose, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh.